Hello everyone, I'm going to make a presentation about Canoe theory used in management. Particularly for this presentation, for our program, we'll talk about the application of this theory in strategic management of our organization. And then we shall look at advantages and disadvantages that the theory has in terms of managing our organization. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy this video. Obrigado, Barak. Canoe theory explains about strategic management in our organizations, companies, and every institution that you run. You can use this theory. It can be young, it can be old, that has spent a number of years in existence. Therefore, a Canoe is an approach or a theory that came out looking at people working in a team and contributing to achieving organizational goals or company goals and strategies. And this approach means it enhances and promotes people working together. Just assume it is a Canoe where it takes a lot of people and they are working together to reach a certain destination. Therefore, Canoe theory identifies steps, and they think of your organization as a long canoe that is taking everyone on board. 2, think of a canoe that has a destination, it has seats, and everyone has to pedal, and it has pedals. And it is expected that those who don't pedal can excuse themselves from a panel, and those who can't pedal, as expected, they can readjust. If they fail, they can get out from the canoe. Assume that the canoe has no passengers and everyone has a role to play in the canoe. No one has a title among the crew members, and the crew members have tasks. That everyone has a right to be happy in the canoe. These are the steps that the theory is based on. And based on those steps, it has significance on the way we run our organizations and working as a team in our organizations in order to achieve our own objectives as an organization. Therefore, we assume a company as a Canoe, as it has said in the first place, that all of us we are in the same boat. We have heard of this phrase being used, and we don't know when it started, but even it was cited in the Bible, Genesis chapter 7, when Noah saved people. Therefore, when you are working with that, you can move and achieve your objectives. Therefore, we also look when they were talking that the Canoe has a destination, it has the end point, and our end point here in the organization we have vision and strategies. These are big pictures of organization where we want to take them. All our actions and objectives are geared towards achieving our visions. Therefore, it is expected that everyone has to pedal. In the same organization, we expect everyone to contribute towards the achievement of our own organization goals and objectives, and has to contribute in terms of actions, in terms of performing his roles, in terms of doing his responsibilities. They can also assume that they understand personal crises. In the same spirit, the organizations also find we are running crises where we need to support one another. Where somebody can't, then we need to support. We need to come in so that we achieve the goals and celebrate as a team. The theory talks about that everyone has a right, that you have a right to be happy. In the same organizations, we make sure that members, staff are happy through motivation, through understanding their roles and responsibilities, retraining that they can be masters of their own roles. So let us look at the advantages of this theory. Why is it important that we really need to talk about the theory and we take it into the management issues or strategic management? One of all, it stimulates progress and best practices among people. When you pedal, you are moving forward. When people are working together, they are moving forward. So there is a common destination, a common vision, which promotes teamwork. Therefore, in organization, we enhance teamwork. And this is the basis of the theory that everyone has to pedal. In the organization, everyone has to perform and we work. And once you have done that, you are stimulating people's energy and the best out of them to contribute to attaining the vision of the organization. This shows that the theory is partnering with the current situation in the organization, that this can be used in any setting. Let it be organization which has started today or yesterday, and organizations that have existed for a long time. The second point is it provides strategic management in the following ways. First of all, it involves a person to master his roles, that a person becomes aware and open to others to share the challenges and successes, where he meets and they support one another. Thinking of the system, everyone learns the whole organization as one. So it involves system of looking the organization as one, having one objective, having one vision to achieve, and develop strategies towards achieving of the vision. It brings about shared vision within the organization. We share the whole vision as one, that we all understand what we need to achieve in the organization. That brings the organization to perform better and move forward. Two, it talks about the mentor. We live our own setting, we live our own feeling, and bring on board group feeling and store and put aside our own thinking and look at thinking in terms of attaining the organization goals. Two, now let us look at the disadvantages of this theory. This theory, every theory we understand, it has the good things, it has the bad things. The same applies to this theory. This theory assumes that people are motivated by work only, while there are other factors that demotivate staff. That includes blame and responsibility issues. When you are working in a group, things might come out because of personalities, people's characters. One may want to work, another one say, oh, maybe that one is just showing up. So those issues may arise and reduce performance of the organization. Too, when you are trying to attain your vision and working as a group, there will be, in this theory, there is reduced innovation. It shows that you are all working in the same direction. Every person must think in the same way. So it reduces people to think outside of the box. And that lack of new ideas may retard in terms of achieving our strategy or our vision, because ideas may be limited in terms of coming up. Then also this theory, it emphasizes more people working together, but there are individuals who work individually and perform better in terms of organization. Therefore, that individual aspect may also be brought on board. And however, this does not override the factors that override the advantages of working in a team. We could also look at another aspect. How is the Canoe theory implemented in organization? This theory is implemented in organizations through strategic formulation, strategic design, implementation and execution, implementation and evaluation. This involves all staff to look how we are implementing our vision, our strategic vision, and what actions as a team we are taking to achieve this. So it will promote learning, team learning as a group in office, through training, workshops, and meetings, where we all discuss this and we install a system of monitoring our actions. So we also mobilize resources to implement this staff, to enable staff perform better on their tasks and achieve the organization vision. in addition to well-coordinated communication channels that have been instituted in the office to track the team in achieving the set goals. As the COR applies that we work in a team. We also look at some factors that impinge the implementation of this Canoe theory in organization. Unfortunately, not all goes well with Canoe theory implementation in organization, as we are developing strategies than we know about executing. So sometimes we develop good strategies, but implementation might not be as well as expected. Formulating a strategy is difficult. Making strategy work, executing or implementing throughout the organization is more difficult without effective implementation. Without doubt, our organization has met challenges in implementing this theory, which I would categorize in 3 areas. One, it is about time. It consumes time to bring everyone on board and orient on the organization, orient on the strategic direction and vision, which may take some people time than expected. And even that brings in another dimension, that some factors are beyond our control, external factors, individual factors. Someone you don't know, he may have skills, but his mentality in terms of understanding and putting effort, and later he may not execute himself or adjust and then continue taking a free ride on others, and you may not easily get him off, or himself saying, like the scholar assumes, if you can't, then you have to excuse yourself or adjust yourself. The person may not adjust and may not excuse himself from the institution, from the organization. Another thing is resources. Resources take time and money, and resources can be categorized into phases. The first phase, it can be human resource, and the third, it can be financial resource. Both of these help you to put into strategy, help you to implement your strategy, and then you can again you can attain your strategic vision. Failure to do this, it could result into failing to attain the goals and the vision, which risk you may have. Like for example, in organization, we are still thin on the ground. That means we need resources to recruit the right personnel with the right skills in order to fulfill this. However, this does not mean this lack of resources, we always try to work with the existing, with the limited resources. We have the right people in place with the right skills that are pedaling and they're moving to attaining organization vision. All in all, Canoe theory is being implemented in our organization, both with advantages and disadvantages, particularly in the implementation of the strategic management processes, which includes very complex and long processes which require to define, to conduct, to apply, to evaluate applied strategy, and it is necessary to analyze the specific stages in order to determine whether you are achieving the vision and whether there are errors to refer to and analyze properly, so that you can develop strategies and addressing those challenges and reinforce where you have more strengths. You must develop a strategy of maintaining and retaining the good stuff, so that you can achieve the organization vision. Thank you so much, and that's all I had on this Canoe theory. Thank you and have a nice day. Thank you for listening.